Hello and welcome to this Infinite Runner Engine tutorial. I'm Renaud from Mountains, and today we're gonna see how achievements work in the Infinite Runner Engine. To show you that, I'm just gonna start this minimal demo, and as you can see, I've just started playing and I've already gained an achievement. How cool is that? If I jump, I get another for jumping for the very first time, and if I die, well, if I manage to die, yeah, I also gain an achievement for that. How does it work, you might say? Well, the Infinite Runner Engine includes a really simple but yet powerful achievement system. It will allow you to define, trigger and save achievements, and it's really modular and easy to extend, so if you want to plug it to specific platforms, social API for example, you can do that too. The first thing you need to know about achievements in the Infinite Runner Engine, according to the number of emails I get, is how to reset them. You can do that using the More Mountains menu here and clicking Reset All Achievements here. So if you press play again, yay, you get achievements again. And what this actually does is it will just remove the file where the achievements are saved. We'll see that in a moment. The second most important thing you need to know about achievements is how to define them. This is done via a scriptable object, the achievement list. You can create your own, but there's already one in the asset that you can modify. You can find it under Common, Resources, Achievements, Achievement List. And here we are. As you can see, it's basically an array of achievements, and it contains 5 at the moment. So we have like, let's look at the first one. So that's the achievement you get for starting a game, really any level in the engine. So it has an ID, it has a type, simple or progress. Simple are achievements you trigger. They are either true or false. You can start a game or you haven't, but it's opposed to the progress based achievements where you need to kill 100 ducks to get something. You can have the option to have it hidden. It's unlocked or not. By default, of course, it's not unlocked. Then you have a title, description and points. That's the number of points you get when you unlock it. You can define images for when it's locked. By default you'll get a default image for that. An image for when it's unlocked. That's the image, as you can see here, that will be displayed when you unlock the achievement. And an unlocked sound that would override the default sound. If it's progress based, you'll need to set a progress target and the current. So for example, if you're maybe I have one, yeah, here I get the To Infinity and Beyond achievement if I jump at least 10 times, and the progress target is 10, and the current of course is 0. So you can modify that list. You can create more. For example, if I were to say 6, and I change that to my new achievement, there I am. I just need to change all these values and I have a new achievement. So it's really easy to create a list. You can of course remove the old ones, and you can do whatever you want. So now let's see how you actually unlock achievements. Of course, all achievements can only be unlocked once, unless you reset them, of course. So once you've added an achievement to the list, it's time to switch to the code to make it unlockable. This can be done from any class, and of course where exactly you'll do it depends on your game and your achievements. There are no general rules for that, but there are a few examples in the engine, so you can get a better understanding at how it's done. Not that this achievement system uses events. You may want to have a look at the dedicated tutorial for that if you want to get a better understanding of how it all works. So unlocking achievements is really simple and can be done in a single line of code. Let's have a look at that. So to do that, we'll go into the mmTools folder, achievements, scripts, and Achievement Manager. I'm gonna open it. So that will be your interface through which you're gonna interact with the achievement system. It's responsible for loading because achievements are saved. We'll see that in a few. So yeah, unlock achievement. Let's find references for that. Here I have my achievement rules, which are an extension of the achievement rules. And what it does is, when I get an game event, I check what event that is. For example, the game just started, we're gonna unlock the fire starter. That's the achievement we've seen just before. If I lose a life, I'm gonna trigger that achievement. And if I get an event that the player just jumped, then I can unlock, if that's the first time, I'm gonna unlock the small step for man, which you get for jumping one time. And I'm also gonna add progress to my jump 10 times achievement. So the idea here is that as this extends achievement rules are just, you know, some sort of base class that you need to extend to implement the specific rules of your game. I like having all my rules in the same place. That way I know where to look for them. But of course you could use this simple line to unlock your achievements from anywhere. There's not a single way to do things. You can do it any way you want. That's just the way I. Now that we've seen how to unlock achievements, you'll probably want to display them in your game. Fortunately, the engine comes with a displayer for that. By default, you'll see that it's. I'm just gonna move to my scene view so I can show you that. It's a simple vertical layout group, which means that automatically your display, achievement display prefabs will stack up, and that way if you trigger more achievements during the same frame, they'll display properly. You can also tweak the achievement display prefab. It doesn't look really good right now. Why doesn't it? Because I put it outside of a canvas, right? No. So yeah, if I put it in the right place, so for example here in the achievement vertical layout group, you see that if I duplicate it, they stack the way I want to. And of course the achievement display is simply a game object that contains this class here, achievement display item, and it's just a way to bind GUI elements to the class so it knows what to update. So we have a background locked, background unlocked, icon, title, description, progress bar. You could of course change all that. You can change the achievement background color, for example. You could use something completely different here. Of course it would be easier if I just you can change the opacity, you can change really anything you want. It's very simple. And yeah, to avoid creating dependencies to the external code, this asset doesn't include ready-to-use interfaces for Steam, Google Play, iOS or other platforms, but this achievement system has been built with that kind of evolution in mind, so you can easily extend it and call the desired methods as they all share more or less similar structures for achievements. The best way to do so is to create a new class that listens for achievements unlocked events. These are of course triggered every time an achievement is unlocked, and you pass that achievement to the target social platform's API. I hope you learned something new today, and I'll see you next time.